I'm here with the YouTube master, Mr. Tommie Powers, coming all the way straight from Compton.
Yeah, right.
No, Tommie's down. You're down in Florida, right?
No, Atlanta, man. I mean, come on, Ed. Atlanta.
I go to Atlanta all the time, man. Why am I not visiting you when I'm there?
That's why I asked you when you had the event last time. It's like, Ed, what's up, man? You coming to the Atlanta, man? I didn't even yeah, man. I'm Atlanta, man. I'm here.
All right, so now when I think of Tyler Perry, I'm gonna think of the other TP.
There you go. That's cool. The TP. I'll take it. Tyler Perry actually live about 2 miles from me.
Is that right? Oh my God.
That's yep. Well, I don't know if he's moved in yet, but he's building a freaking huge crib with a freaking landing pad. All of that on it, like 2 miles up the street from me.
I love it. I love it. Well, hey, man, listen, everybody, we're going to get down to business because I have a tight window with Tommie Powers. He's got a hard stop in about 20 minutes. So we're going to make this a jam-packed, value-packed 20 minutes together. Just to kind of give the quick setup, Tommie is one of I have 12 world-class traffic optimization, brand building speakers coming to Traffic Mastery Live in Nashville in a few weeks. There's live streams available. There's 37 in-person tickets left. That's it. We're going to be selling out. And I'm doing these interviews to create value for everybody, but also give you a teaser as to what's coming up. So Tommie and I go way back, probably about 9 years, man. We've known each other for a long time. He has truly created the brand of YouTube master. Now he's building his own e-com brands. So he's got a great 360-degree perspective on what it takes. So I want to talk to him about today. We're going to talk about is like why YouTube, like why is YouTube a traffic source that all these e-com brands are really going to. Tommie, I'll tell you something funny. I had a company reach out to me the other day. They're doing about 30-something million in health, fitness, and they're like, hey, Ed, would this be valuable? We're spending 50 grand a day on Facebook to come to the event. Like, what could we learn? And they weren't doing it from an ego perspective because they're good guys. But when I reverse engineered their site, they're getting 0 traffic from YouTube. 0.
I believe it.
Yeah. So you think about that. They're spending profitably 50 grand a day. What could you do if you just even put a retargeting pixel and start utilizing YouTube? So I'm going to shut up. Let's just dive right in. So Tommie, give me the what's going on your end. Maybe a few things about yourself, and then we'll dive right into some YouTube stuff.
Hey, man, like I said, you kind of already said it, man, trying to build my own brands now. I've been doing this 11 years, something like that now. What, let me see, 2007, what did it? Yeah, 11 years. And, I've helped a lot of other people, create massive success. And I'm just kind of finally in that place where I want to, build a real true legacy for my family. And, the agency model, I didn't feel like was going to serve the vision that I have for that. And so I kind of had to make that decision and make that transition. And I've been kind of straddling the fence on it for a while, but I wasn't really getting the momentum that I wanted on this other side. And I knew I had to just make a commitment and step into it. So it's kind of where I'm at now.
What you mean is you're owning your own brands instead of running traffic for other people.
Correct.
So for you to come out and speak to everybody is just really a very nice thing for you to do. So let's jump. Why is YouTube something that people need to be spending? I mean, over the last couple of years, it's been Facebook this, Facebook this, Facebook this is the big thing. And I love Facebook, by the way.
Me too.
But why are so many people missing out when it comes to YouTube traffic?
Man, a multitude of reasons. But YouTube is there's reports out there, you can go search this, that YouTube is steadily growing while Facebook's impressions are like dropping significantly. So, that's one reason. Number two, there's another report out there by Cisco who estimates that video will be 82% of all internet traffic by 2021.
Yeah.
So, TV is declining in terms of just, advertisers. People are starting to understand, they're shifting their budget to the internet, but a lot of people aren't necessarily doing it into the video aspect. And I think a lot of it is just, you know, confidence. People don't really have the confidence and they don't understand creative. A lot of the crap that I see is brands will take whatever they run on TV and they'll just plug it on YouTube, or whoever's spending, you know, their big money on Facebook and they go to YouTube and they plug in whatever they're doing on Facebook into YouTube, and then they find out it doesn't work the same because it's a different animal, it's a different beast. But, you know, I think a lot of it is, you know, people probably have just failed and don't really understand, you know, how to take advantage of it.
Yeah. And so where are you focusing? So like, let's go through like where, if I'm just starting out, or I'm even an advanced marketer, there's just some low-hanging fruit that you should be doing on YouTube, which I know you're going to cover in depth at Nashville with case studies. Because, okay, so Tommie, so one of the things I tell all my speakers is like, I want black belt information. I want stuff that's actually working, that you're doing in the trenches. And I was like, hey, no theory. And he's like, come on. He's like, come on, O'Keefe. Like, I'm never giving theory. So we're like, let's go from like low-hanging fruit, like the minimum viable, you have to be doing this, to some advanced stuff that you guys are messing around with.
Remarketing, number one, foremost. You know, for a lot of you guys that are already getting traffic. Now, if you're not getting traffic, then, you know, and you're starting fresh with YouTube, like if that's something that you really want to do. I mean, a lot of times, honestly, even to my own detriment, I just be honest with people, Facebook is probably easier if you're running zero traffic. You're buying zero traffic. YouTube is probably has a bigger learning curve for you. But if you're getting traffic already, especially if you're crushing it on some other traffic sources, you should absolutely be running remarketing, like 100%, hands down. It's so low-hanging fruit, it's freaking ridiculous. If you have an organic presence on YouTube, you're already getting people watching videos, and you have something that you push that drives revenue for you, or you driving people into your email list or newsletter or generating leads or what have you, you can remarket people who are watching those videos.
Yeah.
So that's another real big, you know, kind of low-hanging fruit, you know, opportunity. So, you know, a lot of people just leaving money on the table with that.
So one thing that I teach a lot, Tommie, that most people don't understand is that, you know, if you're going to run a let's say we're going to target an audience on Facebook or any traffic source, whether it's email, display, that first initial click is literally the most expensive part of your entire business. Like everything, right? Like from that point on, the more steps you put in your education process, which nowadays we really focus so much either on bots because the open rates are so high. Email is still there, but email open rates, it drops so rapidly. And so let me explain this real quick. So if a cost per click on Facebook costs me $2 to get one person to click, they go to our sales page or a product page or an education piece, right, any of those things, or a video. The fastest, most simple thing you can do right now is put a retargeting pixel that allows you to, the next time they go on YouTube, for you to be like, hey, it's Joe. I noticed you came to our site about gut health or whatever it might be. Let me give you the 3 questions every consumer asks or customer asks us that I just want to make sure you understand. Like, so number 1, blah, blah, is there a guarantee? Like you can do those simple little things, right, on YouTube immediately. And it doesn't, that extra click or that extra video impression might cost you 15 cents, maybe, right? 3 cents. Yeah. So right. So so go a little deeper on that and how you're using retargeting, and maybe give a teaser onto some sequential retargeting, because I know that's what you're doing a lot of, right?
It's all about a conversation, man. Like, you have to understand your audience and what, you know, and it's kind of like that, like you said, that first click being that is the most expensive. It's kind of like, you know, hi, my name is Tommie. Hey, what's your name? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's like, how do you keep communicating with that person? Because You know, a lot of times I do think people probably a lot of times too soon with remarketing try to, you know, obviously if somebody came and they didn't do something you want them to do, there's a reason for that. So you really try to want to understand that because it makes for a better conversation. And that's really what the sequential thing that you're talking about. It's just a set of videos that designed to have a conversation with someone. It's kind of like sales. You know what I'm saying? Like if you study sales, most of them will tell you that, you know, part of their process is making sure that they understand this person so that they can then craft their, you know, that conversation properly to kind of bring them down the funnel, if you will, you know, the steps to buying and making a decision. And that's really what it boiled down to. The bigger the commitment, the more of those you have, the smaller the commitment. You don't really need that. You know what I'm saying? If you're selling a $20, $30, $50 widget or something like that, I wouldn't have 8, you know, sequential conversations. You don't need all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's probably more of an impulse buy. You probably do just need something like you just said, you know, here go the 3 reasons, you know, why people, you know, or like what are the big objections that people are having, and then you kind of address them, you know. But the bigger the commitment, the more of that conversation you got to have. That's kind of how kind of how we do it.
Dan asked just a quick question on, Dan, what's remarketing? Dan, I'll give you the 15-second answer on this. Like, you know how like you click on an ad or you go to a website and then all of a sudden you're on somewhere else and you see an ad like from that website, like Facebook, Google, YouTube, they all allow you to then remarket to them. That's why it's called remarketing. Like you can send ads to them. And for all of us, just one thing you got to understand, like if you're not doing remarketing, you're just completely losing, you're just making your job 20 times harder than what the pros are doing. So let's just go into that. So, okay, so I got my remarketing. Something that you're going to teach at Nashville is like the actual like structure of some of the conversations, right? Can you give one example of something you've used with a client or with even your own brands that help increase conversion rates on the back end of using like retargeting? You
mean on the back end, meaning like
back end, I'm sorry, back end of the conversation. So like if somebody decides to get them to flip over from being having questions to actually purchasing.
Always we focus on the objection because the reason people don't buy it, there's a reason. So it always start with why. The biggest breakthrough I had in that with YouTube specifically was from when I was working with these guys, Organifi.
Yeah,
we knew that price and taste was the big objection. So we always, armed with that knowledge, we were able to create really effective messages where we can introduce a discount to kind of get people in the funnel, put them into the auto ship basic. Well, probably not an auto ship, but it's kind of like a recurring, process. So the concept is we know when they get their hands on it, they're going to love it. So why not give them a discount to get it out the door? Because a lot of, their price point is usually about double the average because they have premium quality, premium ingredients. I mean, it's a better quality product, really and truly. So, but people are hung up on the cost. So it's like, all right, let's give you half off or 40% off or whatever, so you can get it in your hands. That'll put it at about this price of what you normally would pay. And once you try it, you'll love it. So that worked like freaking phenomenal. Hello? Maybe you froze.
I'm here.
Oh, thank you. Froze up on me for a minute.
Because I'm doing like these ninja like BeLive things. I'm posting like action steps for everybody, and it's probably what I should not be doing.
It's all good, man. I just got a thing that my little thing got pushed back a few, so we'll be fine if we go a few minutes over. But go ahead. You froze up again. Hello? Okay. Let's see here. Right. Excuse me. I don't know if we all froze or just Ed is froze. But we're basically talking about remarketing. In essence, like kind of the next phase is, excuse me, when you want to scale something we use called placements, where we kind of can hack the YouTube, kind of exploit the YouTube search engine and kind of get in front of what I call active prospects. For this live
Tom.
Yo. What happened?
Let's go, baby. Come on.
What happened? Hello? Can you hear me? Let's see.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right, let's do this. I had to I don't know. I changed wireless. It's amazing. So did you keep the party going, or did I screw
you know, I just kind of started talking about like kind of the next level up from the remarketing strategy we use called placements, where we kind of focus on exploiting the YouTube search engine. It's the second largest search engine in the world. And this is a really unique thing exclusive to YouTube, being that it's a search engine and a video platform. It's the only place on the internet that allows you to get your message in front of active prospects. And what I call active is people who are actively looking and searching, and you can put your video in front of other videos. Is really, really powerful, and it's really like unique to YouTube, and it really doesn't exist anywhere else, because all of the other search engines that exist aren't video, primarily only video. They all have, you know, other components to them.
Yeah, and you know what's cool about that is you could utilize data. I'm assuming you could utilize data that comes in from Amazon marketing, Google PPC marketing, and if you figure out, if you're doing your research on like what keywords are people using to buy before they buy your product, now you could either utilize it on YouTube, or you can use YouTube. By the way, Tom, I don't know, has anyone ever shared this hack? Like, there's a like, if you go into like Merchant Word, which is it's a tool that allows you to see like what people are searching on Amazon. You could go find like people only search buyer keywords in Amazon because they're looking to buy. You can search all like the buyer keywords around your category of product, and you're going to have a really good guess as to what people are searching if they're in the thing for a probiotic or like your product, right?
Correct.
Cool, man. So we got like a couple minutes left. I apologize for the technical difficulties. Is there anything else you want to share that kind of give a good teaser as to what people will be seeing or experiencing in Nashville?
Yeah, man. I mean, basically, you know, we're just going to cover, you know, kind of some real world things that are kind of happening right now. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to talk about. It's something that I kind of dropped a little teaser on you guys on the last event, something that I've been working on that I really think is next level. But we haven't really been able to crack that on the level that I want. So, in essence, what that is basically, you know, I'm not a trend, you know, I don't like ride trends, but I watch them because I'm trends give me a window into what the future is going to look like. So I don't necessarily try to hop on trends. Yeah. I study them to try to understand kind of where the puck is going. And what I believe based on what I've seen and just based on trends and based on, you know, these tech companies is The idea of programmable like programmed content, you know, kind of like think about like a show on Netflix or reality TV shows. That is where I believe the internet is going, and specifically video is going. So we're already trying to like get in front of that. I'm pretty confident that that's where it's going. Even though we're probably still, you know, maybe a year or 2 or 3 out from, and it's not even an adoption issue because everyone's already adopted the internet. It's just a matter of user behavior following suit. So the adoption is there. Broadband is expanding. So more people are coming on the internet. More people are coming on the internet and being able to use video. And then the fact that video will be such a significant percentage of the traffic and where the eyeballs are, based on what I see happening with the tech companies and whatnot, the user behavior would be driven to, it won't be a choice. You will be psychologically, subconsciously turned into programmed content when it comes to video. Whether you like it or not, your behavior is going to go there because the powers that be are creating it as such. So because I see that is kind of where we're starting to go from a marketing standpoint to really kind of stand out and really kind of take advantage of that, to be able to leverage that where we can create like content that's designed to sell, designed to convert, leveraging all of the psychology and persuasion and everything we know from a direct response perspective, and then layering it on top of this kind of programmable, you know, original programming type of content strategy where things are going. And so I'm gonna talk a little bit about that, but I don't know how in depth I'll be able to get on that. And then the other thing is where YouTube is right now, something called similar audiences. It's kind of like Facebook, you know, it's pretty much Facebook lookalike audiences with Google. It's working like gangbusters. Like, oh my God, it's working so great right now. So so I'm gonna get a lot more into that.
Right? Yeah. And so yeah, YouTube and Google, I mean, well, Google owns YouTube, but
right.
They've been trying to crack that code for a while now, because that's what's made Facebook so sexy, is that I can get this data, and now like we're gonna and if guys, this is a little advanced for you, come to Nashville, we'll make it. We'll make it simple, because here's the deal, man. This is what you want to know. Like, I think Tommie's 100% right on as far as the video. Like your brands need to start becoming like micro Netflix TV shows that people get excited the same way they're doing like Facebook Watch right now. You're seeing that? Like you're doing like the Tom Brady show and some of these like and start thinking about how do we create how do we blow up our brand to be a celebrity. Because look at like what Kardashians are doing in the
what I'm saying, man.
Skin, right? Like in the skin. It sounds like a porn thing, but no, like in the beauty and the skin stuff. They were saying like, oh, check this out, right? The first skincare business took 80 years to do $1 billion in revenue.
Right.
And then they showed like another one recently. It's one of the more famous ones. Took like 30. And they're like, we're predicting that Kardashians will be $1 billion company in 10 years. And within a year, it went from like 250 million to now 900 million. It's already valued over $1 billion. And it's all from realizing what business you're in. And by the way, just so everyone realizes this, like you've seen an uptick in my videos. Well, there's a reason, because people consume video. And now where I'm gonna be taking more notes. Like I took a couple notes in the beginning. Like I don't even think we're using similar audiences on YouTube. And
leaving money on the table.
Yeah, and we just started
right now. And it's not even a advanced thing. Honestly, it's just it's a thing. Like I can't tell you how many people got started with Facebook by leveraging lookalikes. You know, because they had a list or they had buyers or whatever the case may be from whatever they were doing. And they started doing Facebook a little bit, but they was able to leverage what they already had and do lookalikes and just blow it up. It's the same thing happening on YouTube right now. Like it's crazy. So I mean, if you're not doing similar audiences on YouTube, you're leaving money on the table. I'm just telling you.
All right, great. So just 3 takeaways that are just 100% value before I give a soft pitch to Nashville is, number 1, got to have retargeting in. You got to have sequential retargeting. The other thing Tommie talked about was list your top 3 objections, like price, taste, whatever it might be, and then create 3 different videos for that. Because Tommie, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can create videos that if they watch the first one, you no longer show that, correct?
Correct.
Then the second one. Yep. So you save your budget, you maximize your ROI. And like we talked about earlier, like your first click is the most expensive click. So if you're spending money, you're just getting at it, create 3 or 4 retargeting ads, whether it's on Facebook and YouTube. And we're doing Twitter now. We're doing native, all retargeting, because those are a little more confusing for me personally to like start from scratch and try to go front end. But you're kind of foolish if you don't have this simple system in place. And then the last thing there was, if you have a customer base or leads of customers, uploading it for similar audiences and
quality.
What's that?
Quality leads.
Yeah, exactly. Like
garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah. Don't go just buy a crap ton of leads, but we'll address all this stuff there. Tommie, along with 12 other world-class experts, are going to be there speaking about generating customers on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, native, how to use bots like as the new way to follow up, how to build a brand. I mean, we have Josh Elizeche. You've met Josh, right?
I met Josh, your boss.
Doing over 65 million a year. We have Cara Golden from Hint Water. I think started that company from 0, and she took it through a different distribution channel. So it'll be really, really interesting to see her in our environment. We have influencer marketing. We have Google marketing. We have it all. It's going to be amazing. You were at the Atlanta event. Can you tell everybody just a quick 30 seconds on your thoughts about how you liked the event?
Man, hey, mind blowing. Like my partner, you know what I'm saying? He was kind of like, I was like, dude, just come, you know? And he was like, man, I was like barely in the room and my head was exploding. And this guy is very difficult to impress. And he wasn't even there probably 20% of the time. So, you know, just the people that I met, the guys that are just, you know, game recognized game, real recognized real. You know, I've been in this game a long time. I spent millions of dollars doing this. And some of the people that I met at your event that I had never met before, like Josh, like James, like Nick, you know, these guys, guys that I've been knowing for a long time who I know are killing, like Go Her and Dr. Charles and, you know, different people. Like, it's just, yeah, man, it was pretty awesome.
Well, dude, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You know, nothing but mass respect. Hey, how could people follow you and just stay in touch with you? Or do you want them to send them anywhere? I don't even know what you're doing as far as your own personal brand stuff, man. So
just Tommie Traffic, like my name, Tommie, Tommie Traffic. That's .com. I'm on Facebook primarily. I don't really use a lot of other social platforms, but like basically Facebook, my website. I also have my Video Ads Academy brand that I'm really, you know, kind of building more out with that. I did a workshop back in May, and now we're relaunching a new offer soon, and we're focused on building that out and really helping some people kind of, you know, blow it up. I've helped a lot of people be successful with YouTube, not only just clients, but also coaching and consulting other people. So now we just want to take that in a major way and help a lot more people. And then, you know, it's a benefit both ways. You know, we help a lot of people. It helps me get what I'm trying to do. And so I can be able to, you know, build these brands that I want to be able to build. So that's kind of where we at right now, man.
Yeah. You know, and I want to tell everybody too, the world, like if you're around long enough and you're good to people, the world of these experts, like the guys that he named, James, Josh himself, but I can name like Sam Bell, some of our guys we've been running with for, you know, 10 years, is really small. So we want you to be a part of it. We want you to be part of it.
Chad Hemsley, right? He was at my Chad.
Bring up Chad, yeah.
Came to my workshop.
Yeah, Chad helped blow up Marine D3.
I know. You know, I've been knowing Chad since what, like 09. He told me like when he first kind of got started online, he heard some stuff I was doing on a free webinar and was able to use that to kind of help him get the first kind of big success that he was doing. So,
oh, is that right? Cool. And I saw his testimonial of your Video Ads Academy, which I was like, if Chad's giving a testimonial, it's
man.
So.
Yeah. So that's just a testament to what you're saying about, you know, the people, man, and you know what you're doing and you're good at it and you build relationships. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Well, because, you know, I even said, I was telling James Van Alswick about this a little bit, and I said, you know, like, we're all going to go through hard times. We're all going to make mistakes.
Yep.
Algorithms are going to change. Employees are going to steal from you. You're going to get sued at some point if you're big enough. I mean, which is just, you know, that's why we have attorneys, and that's why you got to make money too. Look at Eddie, come here and say hi to Tommie Traffic. Come here, buddy. But so being good to people on the way up is so important because it's who you rely on, like when you need help, and to not have.
And you never know who you dealing with. That'll be, you know, Chad started telling me his numbers, and I was like, and I remember when Chad wasn't making no money on the internet. It was like, wow, you know. So you never know who you could be impacting and where they may be. You know what I mean? If you do good to people, like those people now are in a position where when you down and they up, they can reach back. You know what I mean? So you just never know.
Yeah, and I think our community, at least the community I surround myself with, genuinely want to support the people who are there. Like if you're hustling and you're out working hard, you're trying to figure it out. We've all been there. We still are. Yep. I mean, different levels. It's all the same process, like I've said before. So come on, it's Traffic Mastery Live, Nashville. We'd love to have you. If you see this at a different time, I'm sure we have other events. But Eddie, say hi. Look at my little guys about to do some tennis. Oh, 4.5-year-old about to do some tennis.
Talking about.
He's like, Daddy, yeah, I got years. Look at, he's gonna go crank it out back here. Look at this. He's hustling. Well, Tommie, I don't want to hold. Yeah, boom, killing it, kid. But
that's what's up.
Yeah, I don't want to hold you up, man. But I appreciate you, and I'll see you in a couple weeks. And
for sure.
Keep up the good work, brother. Okay.
Appreciate you, man. Talk soon, brother.
All right, likewise.
Peace.
All right, everybody. So that's Tommie Powers, my main man, Tommie Traffic. Please check him out. And like I said, come on out to Nashville and join us. So Eddie, say hi. So you could learn how to, you know, take what you're doing now that's working and add rocket fuel to it. Or if you're like been struggling, yeah, bud.
Dad, you handle that ball.
Yeah, I'll give you some. You want some tennis balls? Here, take two, Royce.
I don't want this.
You know what? Because it's dirty.
I want this.
Or if you're like struggling, you're trying to figure out like, or if you're trying to figure out like what it looks like when you get it going, you know, you got to go where people are doing it right. Like, you know, if I was going to go become a world-class, you know, jiu-jitsu expert, the first phone call I make is to my buddy who's a high-level jiu-jitsu guy and who's trained people, and then I go put myself in that environment. Today we are doing our 3-4-3 workout. Yes, champ.
Dad, you move that car.
Yeah, I'll move the car. And just give me 1 minute.
White car.
Yeah, I'll move the white car in 1 minute. But let me just finish this up, and I'll let you go for the rest of the day. Is you know, one of the things that we were doing the workout, and it was really, really hard. It was really, really hard. I had a sweatshirt on, weight vest on, and some of the guys there are doing it with their own with the firefighter things. But you know, like even going through the process, what made it easier or made it doable was having the team around me. You know, the guys I work out with, the people encouraging you to do better, and you need a crew, you need a tribe, you need to be around people who are going to make you better, set the bar higher. If you already got a high bar, trust me, there's going to be people in the room. There's going to be people in the room who are already at a higher level. There's going to be people who are just starting out. So the humility of that and the fundamentals of that are very, very vital for when you're trying to scale and grow, even if you're at a different level. So I feel like I've really created a phenomenal lineup. Like the pieces of the puzzle are there, except you. So we want to have you there. It's 100% guaranteed. If you don't like it, at the end of the first day, you can just let us know. We'll refund you 100% of the money. If you're live, not only will we refund you the money, we'll pay for your hotel room, and we will give you a $500 credit for your flight to head home. Why would we give such a crazy guarantee? Because if everybody felt that way, I would lose a ton of money. It's because that's not going to happen, because we know that when we have people live in an environment, and I bring together so many 8-figure marketers, multi 8-figure marketers in one room to share stuff with you, you're going to be blown away. I just know that 100%. We have a guy who, Baba Kazad, one of my good friends, who worked with Beachbody, and his whole job was to make sure that, excuse me, was to make sure that the continuity, how do you optimize continuity program for maximum value in a company and for maximum growth. What up, Thad Winston? I see you're on the thing. So he's going to be there speaking. We have Anna Selby. Anna is absolutely crushing it with automated bots, how to use Facebook Messenger to segment, survey, and increase conversion rate. So she's going to be there doing that. Eric Owens is going to be there talking about how to package and sell your company. And he's got active buyers. So if you're in a place where you're looking to sell your company, build it to sell it, he's going to be there doing that. Gaurav Chowdhury, one of my platinum members, is going to be sharing about how he's making Twitter extremely profitable as well as pay-per-view. Yes, it still exists. Gaurav was one of the legends on it. And we have many, many more people that I haven't mentioned in this, so I apologize if I forgot you, but this video would take way too long. So that's it. TrafficMasteryLive.com/Nashville, or you just go to Traffic Mastery Live to see the lineup. And we have 37 spots as of today, and we have, I think, around 93 live streams. I'm capping that, and it's not going to be unlimited. So if you want in, take advantage of it while it's still available. So, all right, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this with Tommie Traffic, and I appreciate you. And I'm going to make sure I'm going to move the car so this guy could go become the next kid. I got to get him off that so we don't end up at the doctor's. But right, Eddie? Right? All right. See you, everybody. Have a great day. All right, bye.